alternatively, how they haven't really changed. You know, I mean, like if you
attacked.
No, I mean, like if you've built this audience. So
Yeah,
that was
sure.
actually a problem for me. I feel like I'm dominating this conversation, but
well, that's why we bring you on the show, just so you know.
So because I'll dominate a conversation,
so we can learn from you.
I feel attacked.
We're interviewing you guys.
So, that's actually a problem that I discovered over the 6-month period where I was completely family friendly. Was that I had this audience of people that watched me play these other games, and now they were like, "Well, you're not playing those games anymore, so I don't really want to be here." They weren't necessarily bad people, but it was like, "Oh, well, I came here for this very specific content that you're very knowledgeable about, and that I enjoy watching you engage in. And now you're in this space where I know that as long as this is the rule, you'll never engage that content again." So they take off. Now that I've come back and said, well, look, I realize this is an impossible situation for me to try to manage. And actually a dangerous one to try to manage. Catering, if you say I'm going to be family friendly and I want to be available for your kids under the age of 13, you actually put yourself in a dangerous position as far as COP is concerned. But doing that makes me lose my train of thought. Can't remember what I was saying.
Is there, now, see, you've got me thinking, is there legal distinctions? Like, does calling yourself family friendly put you in that bracket of being, like, is there a difference between kid friendly and family friendly? I know your brand, your business talked about COPPA.
The thing with COPPA is it's the ads that are being shown to the kids. What YouTube says, if you are kids content, there are no ads to protect themselves.
Right. But so if I'm thinking about YouTube, like, I don't mark my content as kid friendly because I play mature games.
But they can do that though. They can actually mark your content as a kid friendly.
I mean,
and then demonetize you. Like,
right. But I guess what I'm wondering is if there's a distinction between calling yourself family friendly versus kid friendly.
I believe that there is. But that's where we talk about the spectrum. You know, like at one end is this is available for everyone. This is E for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in the middle there is T for teen, and then on the other end of the spectrum is AO, adults only. That's if you're in the U.S. If you're somewhere else, you've got Peggy and all the European.
Peggy 18.
Peggy 18.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Which is interesting. One of the questions that somebody had asked me was, will you stop playing Warframe? And believe it or not, Warframe is rated M, but is actually surprisingly mild in comparison to things that, you might let your kids see. There's no foul language. You might cut a guy in half, but that guy doesn't even look like a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think there's an interesting kind of divide too, because we've talked a bit about being aware of the fact that kids may see your stream and kind of tailoring it to that. But at the same time, a lot of it in my eyes also falls on parental responsibility. Because if it's not your stream, maybe there's something else that they're going to have on the TV where there's curse words being said or someone being decapitated. So there's kind of this interesting line that I think is important to mention between, okay, I want to tailor my content to a larger audience versus my content is for a mature audience. And if the parent shows it to their kid, that's on the parent for not separating that from them.
Mm-hmm. That was the thing I had to reconcile. I can't make something and hope that parents will show me to their kids. Mm-hmm. That's and in a way that is a Sisyphean effort. I mean, you're just going to be constantly trying to push this boulder, and it's all you pushing it. There's no support for you. People in fact, there are more people waiting to see you fail at it than are willing to support